You're putting the suit on, you're looking sharp, you're getting out in front of there in the clubs. What's going on with this transition? Let us all in on your new makeover here that you got going on.
I think basically what's happening is the music I'm listening to in my spare time has always been my heaviest influence, you know, and really what's in the tape deck when I go into the studio, that's what makes the biggest difference, is what was I listening to that day, what stuck, what's really and the reason why I'm listening to it that day is because it's motivating me, it's making me feel a certain way, and
Sure.
That's why I continue to listen to it. Now throughout my first 12 rap albums, the main thing I listened to is rap, hip hop, so that's what I would.
But you were still listening to the oldie stuff then, because
I was, but I think I was listening to a little more rap, and the older I got, the less rebellious I was feeling. When I was younger, when you're rebellious, you want to hear that rap music because it makes you know your parents don't want you listening to it, so it feels right because you're trying to rebel from society and conforming. And the older I got, the more comfortable I got with my lifestyle that I created, the less I had to feel like I need to rebel, because I was already living a life that I was truly happy with, performing, a performing musician, recording in the studio. So what I found myself listening to was oldies, like people like
Dion, right?
Dion and the Belmonts.
Hard to be rebellious when you're happy, right?
It really is. So then the stuff that was resonating with me, and the stuff I was choosing to listen to was happy, early rock and roll, the beginning of rock and roll. So then when I started going to the studio, I would emulate that, and
Sure.
I was still talking about my lifestyle and you know, cocaine girls and butt sex and whatever was in my life at the time, but I was putting early rock and roll sound to it, and I kept making this music and shelving it basically because I was a rapper. I'm a rapper. You know, what am I going to do with these full rockabilly songs?
So you finally decided to take the plunge, though, huh?
Well, I just kept shelving them,
Yeah.
and kept shelving them until a specific meeting I had with Andre Nicotina, where I played him one of them, and he was curious as to who was playing guitar on the track, and I told him I was playing guitar on the track, and instantly he wanted to hear more, and I kept playing him more and more, and he looked at me like I was crazy for not putting the stuff out. And I just kept thinking, how is a rapper going to put out a rock album? You know, there's really no way. So I just kept shelving them, and after a big long conversation between me and Andre, he basically recommended to me, shelf the rap and move on to this stuff, because this stuff is, you'll have a bigger audience with this style of music. There's
now do you put beats behind your acoustic stuff?
I'm using a drum machine, so it still retains a lot of the rap feel.
Sure.
I'm using an 808 drum machine, so it's got instantaneously you're thinking of hip hop and rap, but when you hear me singing on top of it and playing guitar, it's more reminiscent to Dion or you know, Buddy Holly or somebody back in that era.